Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is SAP Analytics for Cloud Learning series, and currently we are going through the topic currency conversion in SAC. We already had some previous videos about currency table in SAC, like how you can create the currency table, how you can load data into currency table, and how you can use the currency conversion measures that might be created in model or on the fly story level, how you can use them in reporting. So today we will be focusing on how you can utilize currency conversion in planning model with different planning categories, and we will be doing the currency conversion using data action. So let's continue with the demo. As you can see, I have already logged into the system. This is the home page. Now I will go to the models. For this demo purpose, I already created a planning model for currency conversion. I will walk you through what is the model looks like what are the measures, what are the dimensions and everything. So as you can see, this is a planning model currency conversion. Planning is enabled. Currency conversion is also on. So this is the first measure, that is the amount in local currency. So like in unit and currencies, I have enabled the unit like currency type, and the currency dimension is D entity, from where it will pull the currencies related to each entity, and rate type is average. Then in the dimensions, version dimension, date, GL account, profit center, functional area, partners, then audit trail, and location and entity. I will go to the entity. In the entity, these are some you can say sample entities I created, and these are the description of that companies and the relevant currencies of that company. So some are like the Sweden company, it might be any Chinese company, USA, or any Indian company. So you might, in your business scenario or your business case, there might be different entities, belonging to different geolocations, and you have to maintain the currency against each company. Now I'll go back in the version. This is the planning model. So in this one planning model, I will be loading data for the actuals, for the budget, and one forecast. And the other one is a planning version, that is the operative planning. This is one kind of a planning we do in the organization uh, for figuring out the next 5 years forecast. So this will be the operative planning we will be doing, and here you can see in the version I already configured the categories. So actual fall under the actuals, budget, then this forecast 8 plus 4, that is this forecast is calculated in the month of August, like from January to August month's forecast, uh, uh, like average of that, and plus 4 means a forecast for the next 4 months. So this is one of the, you can say, virgin category. Then we will be using the planning category for the operative planning, and in this demo I will even showcase you how you can utilize the specific category in the currency conversion table, and implement the custom scenarios related to different versions. Now I will go back here. Now date, this will be used for, you can say the posting date or booking date, and this date dimension will be used for our like in the model for currency conversion. So these are other dimensions. Now I will go to the calculation management. Here you can see I have not created any conversion measures because I will be using data action for currency conversion. Now I will go back to the model structure. Uh, like for running a data action, I need a placeholder measure, for a group currency measure. It will not have any values loaded like on a runtime story. Via data action, we will load the values, but at least as a placeholder, I need a measure, because data action will calculate the values, but it must put the values into some measure. So we have to create a placeholder measure in the model. So I will just click here and I will name it as amount in like PL group currency, amount in group currency, decimal, it's a standard, then unit and currencies will be currency fixed and it is going to be euro, and rate type will be, I am using like in my currency table today I have loaded all the average rate types only. So I will save this. Okay, now I go to calculation management. I'll show you the preview as well. You can see you cannot see any value. I will just add other version. Okay, let actual only. I'll just add something in the rows. Let's suppose entity. Okay, so against each entity you can see the local currency but not group currency. So this is not any conversion measure. This is just a measure we created as a placeholder. When we will run the data action, all the values will be, added to this measure and it will be shown in the report. So whenever you are trying to create a data action for currency conversion, first is you have to create a placeholder measure in which you will be able to, dump the converted values. So this is not any conversion measure. This is not a conversion measure. This is normal measure, doesn't have any data in it. Even I can show you here in the data foundation preview also. You can see the values against, the PLLC like local currency, but group currency, it is all null because there is no data in the model. Now I'll just save this. Now I will show you the currency table, how I am loading the currencies in the currency table. So this is the currency table. Okay, so I have categories like actual. So all actuals related for each and every currency conversion that I needed for that planning model is loaded. Then I have the other category budget. So all budget related currency conversion rates are loaded. Then I had a different planning versions like 08 FC and OP. So for this rate version, if suppose I use only a single version planning, and I won't be able to differentiate between these two versions, okay? Because then what will happen? Suppose I'll just select a planning version for both, like for 8FC and OP also. Then it won't be able to differentiate, which different exchange rate it must use, because for OP there are different exchange rates and for 0 at FC there are different exchange rates. And in some like monthly budget planning, there might be all 12 FCs also, like 01 FC, 02 FC, so different monthly forecast rates also. So for that, in that case, using a single category of planning won't work, because your model will not be able to differentiate between this different planning within the planning version. So that's why we use the specific category. We select the specific and we use the specific category. Now I'll just do the undo. So here what you do, whenever you want to load this different rate versions, you must put the category as a specific, and whatever rate version name you want to populate, it might be coming from like your Excel file or BW for HANA. Try to maintain that rate version column. Like currently I used OP, the abbreviation, 2 letters for that operative planning currency rates. Then I use 08 FC format, that 08 forecast currency rate. So likewise, you just maintain that rate version column with the correct naming convention. So this is how you will be populating your currency table when you have different planning categories and different rate versions. Now I'll go back to my model. So once you have populated the currency table, you will just go to your version dimension, and here categories, anyhow when you create any new public version, you will mention the category, right? You will maintain the category. Against that, there will be a column of a rate version. And once you already enabled the currency conversion in the model and you have selected the right currency table, here in the rate version like drop down, the different rate versions will be like populated. Then just you have to select, whatever rate version you want to apply for that public version. So that's how you unlock and enable the specific category in the business scenarios. So currently for now, for the forecast, planning, I'm using this 08 FC rate version. And then for planning, I am using this as a OP. Uh, Here in my business scenario, currently for the demo purpose, I'm just using this public versions. I will have another public version like strategic planning also. So again, strategic planning, category planning, and here I have to import the other exchange rates for strategic planning. So then I have to maintain the different rate version as a SP, and the exchange rate for particular that currency. So you might have a different categories within your planning that you can utilize using this method, like unlocking the specific category in currency table. So now I'll just close my currency table, discard. Let's go back to the model. So we already created a measure, a placeholder measure for the group currency. I'll just close this. I'll go and open the story. So I already created a story for this planning currency demo. So this is my story. Just close the filter panel. I'll go to the edit. I'll just save once again because it is. I created a new measure in the model, so my story is telling me that okay, there are some changes in your backend model. Okay, so this is for the currency conversion demo for using data action for planning model. So I have loaded the data. I have put entity as you can say filter control, like input control and version. Then I am currently only showing, against each date, the local currencies, like what values were inputted against that. So there is no any currency conversion happening as of now. So now what I will do is I'll just go to the builder here. In the measures, I will add my newly created group currency measure also. And this is my, you can say, end report. Here I am not inputting any values in the planning. Okay, I already loaded data into my planning model via upload, data upload starter. So I have not created any input form for this. This is my end report. So I have disabled the planning for my table because I just want to read the data. I don't want to write any data into this planning model. Okay, so I have added that group currency measure also. I'll just rename this so you know it is compact as a column wise. I'll mention it as a GC. Okay, so you can see I have added group currency also. I'll just save this story. So my report is ready. I already populated, both local currency and group currency in the layout. Now I have to create a data action. So for that, I'll just uh, click on the data action, create a data action. I will name it as DA currency conversion planning model. No description as of now. I will select the model PM currency conversion. As you know, like data actions only work on models where planning is enabled. I'll just save this in my currency table folder only where I'm creating all the demo related. Okay, now it is created. Then I will add the currency conversion step here. So I will add a currency conversion step in this data action because I'm intended to use this data action only for currency conversion, no any other step. You can say consolidate other steps also, like before currency conversion you want to do many other things also, then in the same data action you can create multiple steps, and in between you can squeeze in that conversion step whenever it is required. Okay, now conversion step. Okay, then I will add a conversion rule here. So from currency and to currency will be this, and booking date will be the my date, and my categories will be dynamic because I want to have that currency conversion for each planning category. Okay, then in the filters there will be a target version. You can put the default member also, for the parameters, like which version by default it will select. I will put it as a actual first. Done. And then save. So my currency conversion data action is created. I'll go back to step one more time. So this will be done, and I will put as a append write mode. Anyhow, I'm not writing back the data, but if you enable the like planning in table, then if you publish this data, then this group currency values will be appended in your model also. But and you can put overwrite also. Then close. Then I will go back to my story. I'll just open my story in the edit mode. Now I have to embed the data action that I created into my story. Okay, I'll just go to this plus icon here. I will go to the starters and then I will click on data action starter. So now my data action starter is added. I will just like whatever label you put, it will be shown in the report. Convert LC to JC. I'm just putting something simple. Then I have to select the data action. And it's very nice that in SAC, whatever the data action you recently created, it will, shown in the suggestions. So this one is the I latest like created. Then all version data, like then I'm selecting do not publish, but you can select others also, like publish and like ignore the warnings, or publish and fail if there are warnings. So I'm putting do not publish, because anyhow I have not enabled planning for my table. So this will be the starter I have added. Then save. I'll just check where it is at the bottom. I'll just move it to the top. This is sometimes very difficult. Oh, I'll just undo, and I'll do by outline, and I'll check its properties. If the top is size, okay. I moved it to the top. I'm saving my story. I'll just go to the view mode now. Just hide this. Okay. Now, currently, okay, have selected, entity as a company one, but we haven't added any filter as a for entity level in the data action. So it's just any version you select, it will populate the group currency for that particular version. Okay. So currently I have selected actual. I'll just click on this data action. So it will ask you to select the target version. I have selected actual. I'll click on run. So now the data action ran and the group currency values are calculated. And if you can see, I'm populating the currency, like showing the currency in the column header. So all the subsequent values are calculated like this. So this is how you can, do the currency conversion in the runtime using the story, in the story using the data action step. Now even let's select some other version like budget. So see, there are no any group currency values calculated. I will click on convert. I will select budget. Okay, and run. So now like all currency conversion related to budget is calculated. Uh, I'll try to publish this data because I want to show you how the conversion is working. Okay, now I will go to the edit mode in the story. I'll just refresh this. Okay, now here I will add a story calculation to show you, what the conversion rate, how it is working. Exchange rate. So LC divided by GC. Okay, so I have added this in the table. Save. Now go to view mode. I'll close the filters. Okay, I will edit my calculation. So we can match it completely. I will do group currency divided by local currency. Save. Now I will go to the view mode. let's see. Okay, it's now it's easy to match. Otherwise, then I have to do inverse of whatever exchange rate I was populating. Okay, so now for suppose actual category for January 2022, the local currency is this and it is in SEK. Now we have to do the conversion from SEK to euro. So let's check out the from SEK to euro, the exchange rate is 0.08604. If I'll go to back my story, so the exchange rate is 0.08604. Now for year 2023, it is 0.08804. I'll go back to the currency table for 2023 actuals, and the currency exchange rate is 0.08804. So 0.08604 and 0.08804. So now for actuals, like the currency conversion is working right the way it is. I will try to now do a demo for our specific category versions. I have selected this. I'll just click on my data action. I'll select the specific version and run. Okay, now I will just select any other company. Let's do USA Technology. Okay, and we will do USD to euro then. Okay, so okay, for Jan 2024, the forecast 8 plus 4 and the exchange rate is 106910. Okay, as per our data action calculations. So I have to go to 08 FC and it is 2024 USD. So the exchange rate is 1.0691. I'll go back to my story. This one. So it is 1.0691 from USD to euro for the version FC8 plus 4 and the date January 2024. Now we will do some currency conversion for another the specific category OP. I will click on convert. I will select the version operative planning. Okay. I'll run this. Okay, it is calculated. Now I will select any other. Okay, for OP version, we have data against only these two entities. Let's keep USA only then. Okay, for then 2026 operative planning, the exchange rate is 0.9000. It's USD. Again, I will go to the currency. So my category is now OP. So we are here in OP. It's USD to euro, but that it's 2026. So USD to euro. So this is the exchange rate 0.9009. I'll go back to my table. So see if the exchange rate by calculation coming 0.90090. So this how you can validate, if the currency conversion is working right. Just add a calculated column in your table and, just try to match with the D currency table. This is very easiest way, doing it via some Excel file or doing it via some calculator. Uh, Also for operative planning, we can check for the Sweden also. Any one of, you know, let's check for this 2020 Jan 2029 operative planning SEK to euro. Okay, operative planning SEK to euro 20, Jan 2029, it's 0.08548. I will go back to my table. See, the exchange rate is Jan 2029 SEK to euro 0.08548. So this is how you can do the currency conversion on the fly in the story using data action. So now we have like three methods. Like you can create the currency conversion, measure in models, and directly add into story. But with the planning model, I guess this is the most optimized way of doing it. It consumes the less memory because you are not storing the data in the model. You are on the fly, via data action calculating the values, so your story will load faster. So performance wise, I will suggest using data action whenever you are working with any planning scenario. Please use data action for creating currency conversion. That's all for today's demo. I hope you are liking this content and you're finding it very helpful, and like these videos are helping you to learn SAC quickly with these demos. You can like write in the comments if any other topic you are interested and I should make a demo video of that. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned for some next upcoming tutorials. Thank you.